Hello everyone, this is the video of class 11, subject IP, okay, and this belongs to basics of Python, basics of Python. Today in this video I am going to tell you character set, Unicode and token. As token, the part of the token I'll discuss here. Okay, for token we will have a separate video. Now let us start. To start with the character set. Okay, how you will start character set. What is the need to know the character set used by Python, and what are the character sets used by Python? As before starting this character set, let me tell you this Python, as it is already discussed with you, that it is high level language, okay, and high level language is English like language, English like language. As in the beginning only I have told you that learning Python is very easy. Not only Python, learning any language of computer is very easy. That doesn't matter which language it is, but you have to go with some logical way, right? So let us start that if we are calling Python as English like language, means it is high level language, means it is, and high level languages are called English like language, right? So English you know very well, right? You are able to write English, you are able to converse in English, you are able to speak English, right? So everything you are very well comfortable with English language. So if you are comfortable with English language, then why not you can be comfortable with the Python language, which belongs to the high level language. So let us start that this English, how we are able to write this English, okay? So the English language, you just remember your childhood days, okay, when you started learning English. So what is taught to you? It is explained to you that what are the alphabets are there, and after that you learn the digits, right, what and the different symbols. So everything what we are using in English language, that is going to be used in Python language, right? So as many characters, as many symbols which will be used to write this Python language, okay, as many characters, as many symbols which is going to be used to write Python instruction, Python program, they are called character sets, okay, they are called character sets. So let us start that what are the character sets are there in the Python, okay, character sets. Now the character set used by Python is alphabets, okay, then numbers and special characters and white spaces, okay. So let us start with this alphabet. You are very well familiar with this alphabet. You are using two forms of alphabet. One is the capital A to Z, another one is the small a to Z, right? And as you know very well that there is 26 alphabet symbols are there, okay. Now numbers you are using 0 to 9, okay. Only 10 symbols are there in mathematics, right, to represent the numbers, okay. And special characters, all the special characters like hash, dot, question mark, exclamation mark, dollar sign, okay. So as many special symbols, punctuators you are using, these all are coming under special characters. excuse me. Now white space. White spaces are all those characters which is not printed on the screen. Okay? Not printed. Right? On the screen. They are the special white space characters. Right? Just like the example I am going to give you, the space. When you will press a space bar, you will not be able to say any character. It will show you one blank space. So blank space means not that it is blank. Okay? Blank space means the character is not appear to you. I'll show you how the blank space is a character. When you are pressing enter key, that is also one of a character. When you are pressing tab key, so whenever you are pressing tab key, you will find out that cursor moves to the 0.5 inch forward. Okay? Or when you will press the shift and tab key, then it comes back to the 0.5 inch backward. Okay? So these are the character sets which is used in the Python. Means you will not have to learn any special characters, any special symbols. Okay? The alphabets 0 to 1, 0 to 9, digits and special characters, whatever is used to write the language, they are called the symbols of that language. Okay? So what the symbols which is used to write the Python language, that is called the Unicode character set. Okay? It is Unicode character set. This is very important, right? Very frequently question is asked that it follows the Unicode character sets, and this Unicode character set includes more than 6,000 symbols in it, which includes the entire world. As many languages are there for to write all the languages which is used in the standard language which is used in the world. For those languages, all the symbols are included in the Unicode. Okay? So these are the character sets which you will use to write the Python language. Okay? Now, just remember that after learning alphabets A, B, C, D or 0 to 9, okay, you have started writing the words, right? And after learning the collection of words, you started writing the sentences. Clear? So similarly, as I told you, if you will relate this language with your real life examples, it will be very easy for you to learn. Okay? So now, next topic is, we are going to learn, that is the token. Okay? So what are the tokens in the Python language, and what is this token? Token is the smallest individual unit. Okay? Token is the smallest individual unit of Python program. Okay, it is smallest individual unit of Python program. So what is the smallest individual unit comes? Each word used in that language. Okay, so now what are the tokens are there? There is 5 types of tokens. Keywords, identifiers, literals, operators and punctuators. Okay? Now, how easy it is. Only 5 tokens are there. Means the collection of words which you will use in the programming language will come under either one of these 5 tokens: keyword, identifier, literal, operator and punctuator. So you have to just keep these words in your fingertips. Clear? So now let us start with the keywords. What are these keywords? Okay? Keywords are those words in the language which is having a special meaning defined in that language. They are also called the reserved word. they are called the reserved words, right? So means they have a special meaning. You can say that it is having a special meaning for the program. Clear? The reserved words, keywords are having the already meaning defined in the program, and whenever the keyword comes, the meaning is that keyword is replaced by that meaning. Okay, just like we are having the collection words in our dictionary, right? And we are getting the meaning from that from the dictionary, corresponding words in the dictionary we are searching, and we are getting the meaning, and then we are able to understand the word of the word's meaning, right? The similar thing is there. So Python is maintaining its own chart, Python is maintaining its own dictionary for keywords, and there it is, the meaning of the keywords are defined. Okay, we will see what are the, in presentation I will show you that what are the keywords are there in the token. Okay, now identifier. Come to the identifier. Identifiers are what? Identifiers are the names. Okay, identifiers are the names. Clear? Just let us take the real life example, like all the nouns what we are using in our real life in English language, they are the identifiers, right? So in Python language, identifiers are those which is given the name by the user, means by the developer. Clear? So let us see the identifiers. What are the identifiers are there in the Python language? Okay, so in Python language there is having the variables name. Okay, they are the identifiers. Methods name, function name, module name, class name, right? Means the name which is provided by the user. Clear? To recognize something in the Python language, they are called the identifiers. So whenever we are giving the name to the variables, as later on you will come to know what is variable, still you are not familiar with the variables, you are not familiar with the methods, functions, modules and class, but just you know they are the entities, they are the people who are living in this Python world, and those people, the name they are having, the names are provided by the user, and they are called, those names are called the identifiers, right? So here we have a specific identifier naming convention. Okay, so now let us see how you can give the names to these identifiers. Okay, we have a specific